You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Our next story in Canada, authorities are apologizing for wrongfully detaining the first black judge named to the British Columbia Supreme Court. Folks, if you think this happens in the U.S., no. 5 Vancouver police officers detained 81-year-old Selwyn Romilly while he was taking his morning walk. The officers said they responded to a complaint about a man in his 40s to 50s that fit the judge's description. Y'all, the man's 81 years old. And I know black don't crack, but I'm just saying. The mayor of Vancouver addressed the incident, and he said this in a statement. Quote, I am appalled by how Vancouver police officers wrongfully detain and handcuff retired Justice Selwyn Romilly. Such incidents are unacceptable and cannot continue to happen. Last night, I reached out to Justice Romilly to apologize after I was made aware of the situation. This is not something anyone should be forced to go through. Incidents like this can be very damaging. It can be a very damaging experience, especially for those in the Indigenous, Black, and person of color communities who already face multiple barriers and discrimination. Y'all, the real suspect was eventually arrested. The judge does not plan to file any formal complaints. You get an 81-year-old confused with a man in his 40s and 50s. Let's just be honest here, Avis. They saw black, they ain't see nothing else.
Absolutely. I mean, this problem is universal. It's not something that's relegated to the United States of America. I will say in all my travels that I have had all around the world in various different cultures and continents, the one thing that is stunningly consistent is the way that white supremacy works its evil head, and it is consistent. This is why I think also that there are so many people around the world who also protests with regards to our Black Lives Matter movement here, because they know that similar things happen in their homeland. So it's horrible to see this judge harassed and arrested for no other reason, obviously, than the color of his skin.
Teresa.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, there's nothing more to say. Unfortunately, again, this is not a local issue. This is a national issue, international issue that happens to people of color, more so Black people more than often. The fact that this is a judge, I want to see what his reaction is. I actually am looking for that statement because I am sure him in his capacity, he has something to say, and I'm sure people want to hear it.
Julian?
This is, again, as my colleagues have said, this is horrible but unsurprising. This is a black man. He doesn't look like he's 50 years old. I mean, as you said, black don't crack, but, you know, look at him. The fact is that they saw black. All they saw was black, and they decided just to stop the man and handcuff him. And blessedly, he had the presence of mind, of course, he is a judge, to say, look, I'm a judge. And blessedly, of course, they finished doing whatever they were doing in a matter of seconds, maybe a minute or two. So that's all good, but it does not avoid the fact that the mayor had to apologize. Here we go again with the apologies. The mayor had to apologize that we still don't have any accountability from these so-called law enforcement officers. I mean, what do they have to say? Why did they do this?
Easy. They said, oh, we thought it was him. But we know what that's all about. All right, y'all. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.